Joseph Muscat is a Maltese politician who has been Prime Minister of Malta since 2013. Muscat has been leader of the Labour Party since 6 June 2008, and he was leader of the opposition from 1 October 2008 to 10 March 2013. Previously he was a member of the European Parliament from 2004 to 2008. After the Labour Party's victory in the March 2013 general election, Muscat took office as Prime Minister on the 11th of March 2013. Education. Muscat received his secondary education at St Aloysius College, Malta. He received his tertiary education at the University of Malta and the University of Bristol. He graduated Bachelor of Commerce in Management and Public Policy, Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Policy, Master of Arts in European Studies and Ph.D. in Management Research with a thesis on Fordism, multinationals and SMEs in Malta. Journalism. Muscat worked as a journalist with the party's radio station, Super One Radio. He later took on a similar role at Super One Television, becoming the station's assistant head of news in 1996. He was also editor of the party's online newspaper, MaltaStar.com, between 2001 and 2004. Muscat wrote a regular column in El Orizzonte, a Maltese-language newspaper published by the General Workers' Union and its sister Sunday weekly Ed Talker, and was a regular contributor to The Times, an independent newspaper published in Malta. Politics. Muscat was as a member of the youth section of the Labour Party, the Labour Youth Forum, where he served as financial secretary and acting chairperson. He later served as education secretary in the central administration of the party and chairman of its annual general conference. During the Labour government of 1996 to 98, he was a member of the National Commission for Fiscal Morality. In 2003, he was nominated to a working group led by George William Vella and Evariste Bartolo on the Labour Party's policies on the European Union. This working group produced the document Il Partit Laburista ul Unione Europea, Gwlad Talmalt in ul Gorchin, which was adopted by the Labour Party Extraordinary General Conference in November of that year. At this General Conference, Muscat was approved as a candidate for the election to the European Parliament. Member of the European Parliament despite being staunchly against Malta's entry into the European Union. Muscat was elected to the European Parliament in the 2004 European Parliament election, being the Labour Party candidate who received the most first preference votes. Sitting as a member of the European Parliament with the Party of European Socialists, he held the post of Vice President of the Parliament's Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs and substitute member of the Committee on the Internal Market and Consumer Protection. He was a member of a number of delegations for relations with Belarus and with the countries of Southeast Europe. He was also a member of the EU-Armenia, EU-Azerbaijan and EU-Georgia Parliamentary Cooperation Committees. As an MEP, he supported a reduction in the tax for satellite television, the right for customers to watch sport events for free, and a number of issues related to environmental protection in Malta. He formed part of a team responsible for a report on the roaming mobile phone bills and sale of banks. Muscat resigned his seat in the European Parliament in 2008 to take up a seat in the Maltese Parliament and the role of leader of the opposition. 4 months previously, he had been elected leader of the Labour Party. Before his resignation, his report proposing new regulations for the EU's financial service sector was adopted by the European Parliament. Leader of Labour Party on the 24th of March 2008, Muscat announced his candidacy for the post of party leader, to replace Alfred Sand, who had resigned after a third consecutive defeat for the party in the March 2008 general election and a heavy nasty defeat in the EU referendum in March 2003. Although at the time Muscat was not a member of the Maltese House of Representatives, he was elected as the new party leader on 6 June 2008. In order to take up the post of leader of the opposition, Muscat was co-opted in the Maltese Parliament on 1 October 2008 to fill the seat vacated by Joseph Cuschieri for the purpose. The latter eventually took up the sixth seat allocated to Malta in the European Parliament once the Treaty of Lisbon was brought into effect in 2011. On taking up the leadership post, Muscat introduced a number of changes to the party, notably the change of official name and party emblem. In the 2009 Maltese European Parliament elections, the first with Muscat as party leader, Labour candidates obtained 55% of first preferences against the 40% obtained by candidates of the Nationalist Party. Muscat contested Malta's general elections for the first time in March 2013 and was elected in District 2 Ilbergu, El-Isla, Il-Bormla, Has-Aba, Il-Kalkara, Ixexgadra at the first count with 13,968 votes, and District 4 part of Il-Efgura, Il-Gudia, Halgaksak part of Il-Marsa, Parola, Santa Lucia, Haltarxian at the first count with 12,202 votes and 53% of the vote. On the 11th of March 2013 he was sworn in as Prime Minister of Malta. Prime Minister of Malta Muscat was elected as Prime Minister in the March 2013 general election. The Labour Party won this election with a margin of about 35,000 votes, which is considered a landslide in the country. On the 10th of March 2013, following his election victory, Muscat was congratulated in a statement by the President of the European Commission, José Manuel Barroso, on behalf of the European Commission. Health. On April 7, 2014, Muscat suffered from temporary blindness caused by UV radiation, probably related to burns to his cornea. Like 60 other people with similar symptoms, he had participated at a political rally the day before. Honours. National Honours Malta, Companion of Honour of the National Order of Merit by right as a Prime Minister of Malta.